Hi, CJ here from Agate Enchantment and Rock Wizardry. I got my order from High Tech Diamond. Yes! So we are finally going to get to the polishing stage of that beautiful carnelian heart that we carved in part 1. So we're also going to kind of be merging part 3, inlaying of that beautiful opal, into part 2. So it's not quite as long for y'all. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be using the High Tech Diamond mini mandrels with the polishing pads, and they come in 325, 600, 1200, and then I actually bought 2 extra mandrels for the 14K polish and the 50K polish, and then we will be finishing up with Cerium oxide. And this is one that's actually embedded in the pad that comes with the mandrel kit. So, and also about safety, wear some sort of eye protection and wear a mask. Protect your lungs. Although you're going to be working with water while polishing, not all of the dust is going to be caught by the water. So you're going to want to have a mask. Protect your lungs. So I guess we're ready to go. All right, so now we're going to go on to 325, and we're just going to polish the surfaces of both sides. All right. Okay, we're going to dry it, see how it looks. Okay, I'm pretty happy with that 325 polish. I got the little divots out of the corners, as you can see. And now we are going to go on to the back and do a quick polish and get some of the divots out of there. We're not going to concentrate real hard on the back because it is the back, but I like to have it a little smoother than it is. So there we go, on to the back. Okay, as you can see, it's starting to shine up really nice. And we've got a lot of the scratches gone, and it's really nice and smooth. So we are going up to the 600 grit. All right, and see, we're on to the mandrel that has the 600 polishing pad. Another little trick I do is you just pre-wet the pad before you start working on it. All right, here we go. All right, as I was polishing my heart, I also polished the little opal that's going to go in it. And that is looking dynamite, I think. I don't know if you can see it, but that fire is just gorgeous. And now we're going to go on to the 1200. Okay, as we go on to the 1200, I'm going to be polishing both the opal and the heart. So I'm just going to show you a little bit of the polishing of the opal, and then I will show you a little bit, show you the polishing of the heart. One thing about opal that you want to remember if you ever polish them is you want to keep them wet and cool. Because of that water that's in there that's causing that wonderful flash. If it gets too hot, it can burn out. So you got to be real careful with them. They are a very temperamental stone. Now we're going to go on to the heart. Okay, we're going to be going up to the 14K polish now, and it's looking pretty good. Here we go. Okay, now we're going to dry off the heart. And kind of buff it a little bit with a nice cotton cloth. And that is what we've been looking for. Look at there. That is what you look for. That looks spectacular. And we still have 2 more polishes to go. Now we're going to do a little bit on the opal, on the 14K. All right, and there is our beautiful little opal, and it is coming along beautiful. So we're gonna dry it off, and look at that beauty. That is just gonna be spectacular. Okay, so now we're headed to the 50K polish, and we're gonna see what we can see. I'm pretty sure it's gonna look good. Okay, I retrieved the opal, and you know, I don't think it really needs any more polish because that fire is just absolutely gorgeous. Okay, we're on cerium oxide. This will be our final polish, and me personally, I think it's looking fantastic. So let's see what cerium oxide does. All right, now we're on the inlaying part of the project, and for that we're going to use Hextol Nile. It's museum quality bonding epoxy, and what you do is you take 3 parts of A to 1 part of B. And the way I do it is I put it in a little syringe and I mark off, take this part out, and then you mark off 3 points and then do 1 more of the B. So because our stone, our heart, has a hole in the back, I recommend using a little bit of painter's tape and just putting it right over the hole to where, and making sure that the edges are not right next to the hole. You want to make sure there's enough tape on the side of the hole to where it won't flow out. And then you'll be able to pull the painter's tape off of the epoxy. And we're going to set our opal aside, and we're going to do our epoxy. So we've measured it out and we've got it in our little cup. And I do recommend using some gloves for this, simply because it is very sticky. Very sticky. So as you can see, there's not much in there, but you don't want to make a whole bunch, because this box right here runs at $75 plus shipping. So it is pretty spendy. There are other types of epoxy out there. I just prefer this one. To me, in my estimation, it is the best to use. If you have any extra, you can use it on other projects. Make sure that you have other projects that need this to be stabilized or fill in holes. You have them ready and prepped just in case you have extra. So now we are going to take a very little brush, and I do mean little, and we're going to mix it together just like that. And what we're going to do is we're going to take and get it full, and we're just going to drip it in there. Just let it drip into the hole. And this is the bed that the opal is going to sit in. And then you take some tweezers, just ordinary tweezers. Make sure that it's positioned the way you want. And I want it the other way, of course. And you're just going to grab your opal or your stone, whatever, and you're just going to drop it in there, place it, get it set where you want it. Make sure that it stays down, because especially with opal, they tend to want to float to the top. But if there's any air bubbles in there, they will get pushed to the top. And you just want to position it how you want it. Just like that. And then you're going to take a drop. Come on. And you're just going to drop it right on the top of the opal. And just kind of push it to the edges. And another thing about this epoxy, it takes 7 days to fully cure, and you don't want to touch it until that 7 days is up. Like I said, it is the best, but it tends to be a little hard to use. But the shine and the bonding that it gives is absolutely amazing. I personally think that came out amazing.